Next week on Emmerdale, it's the moment of truth for Angelica and her family as the terrified teenager attends her sentencing hearing. Elsewhere, Chaz turns back to Patty ahead of her operation, and sparks continue to fly at the surgery. Here's a full collection of 9 big moments coming up. The day of Angelica's sentencing arrives, and her family prepare themselves for her inevitable fate by saying some emotional goodbyes. Bob also appears and manages to offer Angelica some unexpected words of support. Later in court, Angelica is told that she's being sent to a secure children's home for 8 months. Nicola and Jimmy are devastated as the reality of Angelica's punishment dawns on them. Once Nicola and Jimmy return home, they're left upset as Angelica calls them in a state of distress. Nicola feels that there's nothing she can do to help her daughter, who has been transported to a secure children's home in Bristol. Later, Nicola goes to the B and apologizes to Bob for everything her family has put him through. Nicola and Bob's friendship begins to be mended as they support each other. Chaz confides in Patty with her fears over her operation. The pair get caught up in the moment by sharing a kiss, but Patty quickly pulls away and realizes that he has made a big mistake by betraying Mandy. Chaz finds Patty's reaction tactless, causing tension between them. When Patty later comes clean with Mandy about what happened, her eerily quiet response leaves him unnerved. Aaron and Kane both accompany Chaz to the hospital as she goes in for her operation. Despite their months of tension, Aaron and Kane are grateful to have each other's company during the emotional wait for news on Chaz. Later in the week, Chaz realizes the magnitude of her operation as she comes out of surgery. Patty is on hand to support Chaz again when he finds her in an emotional state. Charity makes progress in her therapy session as she faces up to her abandonment issues. However, Charity later gets fed up with Mac's fussing at home and finds an opportunity to sneak out. Mac is shocked to find her gone and regrets giving her the space that she'd asked for. Later, Mac finds Charity's car broken down at the side of a country road. He continues to fight for their future, but will Charity be on the same page? Carrie agrees to put her differences with Chaz aside rather than dwelling on AL's affair with her. When Carrie overhears Chaz on the phone to the hospital, she offers her former friends some support. Chaz is pleasantly surprised by this welcome change in their relationship and they agree that it's time to forget the past. Carrie also lands herself a job at the Woolpack when Gail becomes unwell in the middle of a shift. Mary finds some new photos of Ivy on Gus' social media and shows them to Rona, who's struggling without her. Rona becomes tearful as she stares longingly at the photos. Later, Lydia puts pressure on Rona to agree to a big dingle party for Marlon's 50th birthday, but is she really in the right frame of mind for it? Ella and Liam continue to grow closer at the surgery as they bond over houseplants. Manpreet spots the pair looking cozy and worries about the implications of a workplace romance. Belle and Tom agree to take care of Elliot and Carl while Jimmy and Nicola are away visiting Angelica in Bristol. Before long, Belle discovers that her laptop is broken thanks to a spilt milkshake, which threatens her chances of completing some important work duties on time.